Hey guys, Synthetic here and welcome back for AOR, this time for the Austrian Grand Prix. And at the moment you're seeing my fastest lap in qualifying. In training I did 105.3 till 0.4, so if I can do that kind of lap I would be quite happy. And straight away you can see after the turn 1 we were nearly 2/10 up, which is already a good start to the lap. And in general I had quite a good feeling. I found a setup which was working really well in qualifying and race as well, and it was basically all about nailing that one lap, because it can be quite tricky, especially in the third sector. If you push too much, you can get your time invalidated very quick, and that was the reason I was very cautious in the third sector, as you will see in a second. But unfortunately this cost me a lot of time. After the quali I saw my sector times and it was 2/10 slower compared to what I did in training, so we basically lost 2/10 in this right-hander here. We didn't reuse all of the track, which is not ideal, and at the end we just did a 0.6, which was not enough to be honest, and we just got P9, which is not enough. But I knew my race pace would be really strong here, so we have to see how it goes. We have 5 red lights and lights out, and away we go. It seems that we got quite a decent launch of the line. We were able to get side by side with our teammate, and we tried to brake really late for turn 1 because we had a lot of clean air in front of us, so we were able to brake very late and get past, which is a really good start to the race. Already gaining 1 position, and at this point, as always, we have to survive, try to avoid any kind of contact, and I was really cautious, especially in this right-hander. I noticed people were going side by side, and you can see Gemso was also very cautious. He broke quite early. And here you can see a few cars went for the dive bomb, and we have to keep that in mind in the next few corners. And in the second you will see what destroyed my race, and that was this situation here, the right-hander, and the last corner after that. And unfortunately we got front wing damage because we got brake checked. I think it was not on purpose by Gemso, he was just very cautious, but it was a really stupid moment. You can see we lost a lot of downforce and had so much understeer, we weren't really making the corners, and after that we decided to go into the pits, and at this point I thought the team would fix my front wing because there was a major part missing, but I noticed too late that I should have changed it to on instead of auto. But so we had to pit a lap later to get our new wing, and that was so painful to watch, and I couldn't do anything at this point, and we'll see a replay of this in just a second of the whole situation. Here you can see a few guys went aggressive onto the right to put the car on in front on pressure, and Gemso tried it himself. He went off the racing line, and after that he slowed down massively because he didn't really know how much to brake, and here you can see he broke really hard. I mean really hard, and there was absolutely no way I could have gone. There was no real space on the left, and it was really frustrating at this point because I knew my race pace would be really strong around here. But at this point I had 2 options. Option 1 was to give up and quit the race, and option 2 was to drive as fast as possible and see how far up the grid we can still get. And to be honest, for me the first option is not an option at all, because I absolutely hated to give up I at least wanted to see how much pace I can release in with the setup and with my training, because I did quite a lot around here. So it would be a shame to give up, and if P13 is the maximum I can achieve today, then so be it, but then I will try everything to get this position. And in my opinion, it's an important quality of a driver that even if a race is going very bad, that he still tries everything to get further up the grid, because a race can be very long, and in a championship every single point can make a huge difference. So if there's the slightest of chances that I can get something out of the race, I will try everything to get it, and even if it means that I have to battle for 13th place, it's fine for me. And to battle with these guys is always great fun, because everyone is very competitive, and most of the time everyone is very fair. You can see we were able to use our new tires to good effect and overtake Pasti, and we left him a bit of space on the outside. And here you can see Gemso was out of the race, so I think at this point the slipstream in this game was gone, which is not good at all, but at least it means that we gain another position, and we are now in P11 because another car pitted in this lap. So points weren't too far away at this point, and you can see we pushed it to lap 20. Our tires were quite worn at the end of the stint, but at this point it was just about pushing to the whole maximum, and the whole race I just tried to get absolutely everything out of the car. I really tried to drive as fast as possible in every single lap, and you can see I think Super Scrub was just up ahead, I think 6 seconds, and we just pushed so much in these following laps, because I just wanted to get as far up as possible, because I knew at this point Oli was I think in P2 or 3 or something around that, so he would have gained a lot of points, and even 1 point would mean a lot to me. And a season can be very long. Oli had so far a lot of bad luck, and it seems that our day wasn't really great at the moment, so we have to see how it goes. But as I said, we have to try everything we can, have to try to push to the limit, and at the end, if we can get P12 or P13, at least we tried, and that was the most important thing for me. And at the moment you're seeing my quickest 2 laps. I think they were both really, really quick, and I will leave you with the laps. I hope you enjoy them, and after that I will talk to you again. And here we are now at the end of the laps. We were able to close the gap on Super Scrub ahead, which is quite nice. And in the whole race I tried to stay close to that 107.5 or 0.6 mark. And later you can see in lap 26 we were able to close the gap completely, and we had DRS on him, but unfortunately we had no slipstream because Genzo left the session. So we had to try a very clever strategy, or had to find the very clever strategy to get past somehow in the corners. You can see we get a solid run out of the right-hander, but it's very tricky to stay around the outside here, and he defended the position very nice. And after that we just tried to use every piece of track available to us, and we managed a very solid run out of the left and right-hander. And we went side by side through the second to last corner. I think we pushed him slightly wide, but at the same point he wasn't really alongside us, and I think he broke very early. And you can see as well that Nardi ahead of us went into the pits, and he opted to go for the ultra soft tires. And at this point you could actually see how quick my laps were, because Nardi is a really fast player, and he did a 107.3, and our lap time was just 3/10 slower with a harder compound and with more fuel. And that just showed the potential I had in this race. But at this point we were in P11. I think Super Scrub behind us went into the pits for a set of ultra softs, and he went I think a lap down, so we let him pass, but unfortunately he wasn't really able to get a gap, or we were able to stay with him, and we were able to get past. But at this point in the last lap he was fighting us. I think he just wanted to have a little bit of racing, which I can understand, because we were in P11 and we had nothing to lose basically. But at this point I didn't know what would happen in the next few seconds, and it shocked me quite a bit. At first I didn't really notice it, but in the second moment I was hugely surprised. But you can see that Ollie retired from the race, and that was because of a puncture he had I think at the beginning of the last lap, which is so unfortunate for him. It's not really going his way at the moment, and even more frustrating for him is that I got P10 due to his problem, which gives us one little point. And in the video earlier I said 1 point would make me really happy, and at the end I was probably the happiest guy with the 10th place you can imagine. And that was the race. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one as well. Goodbye.